I'm going to talk about action and reaction and the way this works. So, I've had a lot of people that don't know my history and don't know the extent of have done. And so they just assume that I don't know anything. And I make a great helper because I know exactly what you need in my field. And my field is tile work and flooring work and things of this nature. It doesn't bother me that someone doesn't take my word on that I've been doing this for 20 years and they think that they've been doing it for 3 or 4 years. This this amount of intelligence, you know, not to take somebody's word on it is actually I would commend that honestly. I would be back it up. I would be hold on a second. Okay, sorry about that. I would be I'd be admirable to somebody who would think that I can't take somebody's word on anything. But to show me that you know something, I'd start listening and be like, yeah, somebody knows what they're doing. But everybody is smart and dumb in different ways. You know, uh, to this day, I learn new things from new people. And by the way, I do that by being humble and not. I might say it once or twice. Look, I've been doing this for a long time. But at the same time, I'm open to new suggestions. You know what I mean? It's just, it's not to take things personally when people don't trust that you're not doing something right on the job. You know, so that's my biggest thing is don't take it personally. You know what I mean? Be objective. And hey, if you were in his spot, would you look at you and say that, hey, he says he knows what he's doing, but does he? You know what I mean? That's the whole idea of being objective. You know, maybe looking at the other side of things, putting yourself in somebody else's shoes. And man, if I could preach that, man, I'd take it to the world. Well, taking it as far as I can. So, hey, Jackie, I can only see like a little bit of the chat. I don't know who all's in here. I'm just kind of doing this on the fly. Uh, you know, everybody is smart and dumb in different ways. So, I wouldn't ask my dog to do math. You know what I mean? You don't do that. When I was a boss and I enjoyed it while it lasted, I wouldn't want to do it again. I don't want to be in that kind of position. I don't want that responsibility in my older age. I'm just like I just want to work and do it. And, you know, I can show off a little bit what I can do, but I don't want to be the one who's like something went wrong and something went missing and or something like that. And I gotta be responsible for it. No, why should I be responsible for the group? I don't want to be that. I'd rather be in the group. To be honest with you, so it's all about for me. It's hard being humble. It really has been. It's been a real journey for me to get to this point to where I can listen to somebody talk to me like I don't know what I'm doing, and just be like, okay, yeah, and being, listen to something that I already knew. It's fine. You know, honestly, somebody. if somebody's trying to insult me or something, that's a different story. But like I realize that you don't know what I know, so it's all good. And there's things that they know that I don't know. So Indonesia. I was from Indonesia. That's a long way. I said you were gonna get some. All right, so I'm just looking at the live chat. But yeah, everybody's good at something. When I was a boss, somebody would be good at one thing, and I'd put them on that because that was their natural. They kind of swayed to that point. They uh, they were good at that thing. So that's what you do as an authority figure is to guide guide the way. You don't punish people for doing something that they're new at. A lot of times it takes somebody two or three times of doing something, maybe more. Depending on the person, if they can do it or not. So, man, I don't know where I was going with this. I kind of just did this off the cuff, uh, but it's kind of for Brian a little bit. I was thinking a lot about him this morning, and it's like, man, you can't get mad at a dog that he doesn't know how to do math. He has other skills, but math is not really a dog's skill. So realize that the person that you're dealing with has certain skills, and they do have skills. They do. You have to recognize that they do have strong points and they have weak points. And where are they? You know, a lot of times our weak points come out in emotions. And I for a long time I used to be like really sensitive to people and just in a way I kind of am still sensitive. You know what I mean? I can be around somebody for about 6 months and they can tell when my anger is up or down or when I'm trying to control it, things like that. So, all right. So I see we're going to 7-1 here on the live chat. And that's pretty much all I wanted to say. I just don't get mad at a dog because he can't do math. The dog has other skills. So see it for what it is. See people for who they are. And make sure, and you can judge them, but judge them correctly. You know what I mean? This person is really good with his hands. Not, and probably has some common sense. But at the same time, ego might be out of place or something like that. You know what I mean? If a person brags on themselves a lot, then they probably feel like they're not worthy of something. So that's why they brag on themselves. They're like, oh, look at what a great job I did. You know, and that's not my intention on the tile job. I just thought I'd put that up there. It took a lot of time and uh, commentator. I appreciate all the help you did with that job, and I do. Couldn't have done without you, and vice versa. So you know what I'm talking about. Everybody has a skill. The point to being able to find yourself is to know what your skills are and know where your weaknesses are, and to absolutely admit where your weaknesses are so you can work on them. You can't work on your weaknesses if you don't know where they are, if you won't admit that you have them. So, know thyself. That's the lesson of the day, I guess. But don't let others stand in your way, and see it for what it is. Don't let it don't let it be an emotional thing. It is what it is, and that's about it. I'll see you guys next time. Appreciate you watching. Well, I don't know how to stop. Oh, there it is.